So when you are listing, you are simply listing, making a list of ideas. You don't have to worry about the order or how it's organized. Focus on the main idea and details. Make it as long as you can, and if you need some help brainstorming or organizing your ideas, you could use a chart or just be thinking about who, what, when, where, and why to help you get some more ideas. The information that you put down will look quite similar to how I have it here, where it's just in bullet points, doesn't have to be in full sentences. The second type of organization that we're looking at or brainstorming for this lesson is clustering or webbing. So the way that this works is you start with your main subject or topic in the middle, kind of like how I have clustering or webbing, and then you start grouping words around it. So you could include some subtopics, or you could have some main ideas that break off from this initial idea. And then beyond that, you could have different details that are connected to what is happening there to help you develop kind of even further subtopics and information. So it just is organized and how the ideas connect, and they can spread out all throughout. So you could have some different ideas presented that way. Part A is going to ask you to do some brainstorming for a humorous exposition. So this could be a funny or a silly how-to on how to make toothpicks out of telephone poles. So as you're thinking of your ideas of how you would manage this, you can just write them in point form below on your piece of paper, okay? Once you have finished coming up with your initial list, then you are going to go through it again. So the first thing you'll do is get rid of any unimportant details or ideas that don't fit with your overall plan. Then you can reorder or organize your ideas. Remember, at first we didn't care about the order. Now you can group things into like the order of sequence of how to do this or what parts fit together. And as you're doing that, if you come up with any new ideas, feel free to add them along. For part B, you're going to be clustering or webbing to write an article on how to get and stay fit. So you might have a topic about exercise, and then branching off from this, you could have different types of exercise or how to go about it, how to start. You could also have something on nutrition, and then there could be different information branching out even about the different meals that you should eat a day. And so they've given you a web that you can fill in on your page. When you have finished brainstorming, they just ask that you go through and look at some of your ideas and put check marks beside the ones that you think are the key pieces that you would like to include in an article that you are going to write. Now for part C, you are going to have different instructions than they give you in your book, because you cannot work in a group of 4 to share your lists and your webs. So instead, I'm going to ask you to put a comment on FreshGrade on this assignment that says which type of brainstorming you like better and why. So maybe you like lists better because you find them easier to follow, or maybe you like webs better because the ideas are already organized as you're putting them on the page and it's easier for you to visualize. There is no right or wrong answer for which one is better. It's just your personal preference, and you have to be able to back it up with at least one reason why.